Borosil Renewables is the name. There is a positive regulatory development in that India has imposed anti-dumping duty on solar glass imports. This provisional anti-dumping duty for a period of 6 months, I believe, and might help companies like Borosil Renewables. So Pradeep Kumar Kheruka, chairman of the company, joins in right now to talk about this and more. Mr. Kheruka, good having you. Thanks so much for joining in. And you've been talking to us at every step of this development or the perceived development earlier. So thank you for all of that as well. Could you please tell us the details of this? What happens? Is this the extent of the duty that you wanted? And is this the extent of the time horizon for which you wanted this duty?
Thank you so much for having me. To answer your question, you see, as an applicant for anti-dumping duty, we can only present the facts to the government. The way the Director General of Technical Remedies works is that they work according to WTO rules and they make their calculations based on the WTO rules. We have absolutely no say whatsoever in trying to influence what calculation they come up with. So that is the first thing, that we have no say in any calculation they do. The second thing is that there was some discussion with us about whether we wanted a fixed anti-dumping duty or we wanted a minimum import price. And I must say that now I'm president of the Solar Ancillary Manufacturers Association. And so I speak now as the president of the industry rather than of just Borosil. And we are very responsible. We do not wish to, sponsor something which could be onerous. And so we suggested a minimum import price. And the idea of or it's called a reference price in technical parlance. So the reference price means that the government sets up a certain reference price. And if the price of imports is less than that, then the difference is what is paid as duty. So the point is that the manufacturer or the end consumer will continue to always get goods from abroad, at least at the reference price. And so that sort of puts a cap on the price that domestic manufacturers can charge. And also it reduces, proportionately the duty goes up and down depending upon the cost of imports. Now, so definitely this is something that we had sought, and we are satisfied with what has been decided by the government.
Okay.
As per your second question was about the time. So you see, the way we have applied for an anti-dumping duty, we have expressed extreme urgency because the prices which had been coming from China had been ridiculous. From a regular price of X, whatever that might be, which was valid for something like 38 months, they dropped prices by 32%. After that, they dropped it by another 8%. So, the no price of raw material or cost of conversion has dropped by that much. So this is clearly a very predatory intent on their part to wipe out the glass industry in India. No self-respecting Indian should agree to that kind of a price or try to hold us to that price, because it would not be right. And therefore, they have given us a 6-month window for this provisional duty. The reason is that the last date for them to take a decision, a final decision on the duty, is on the 5th of February of 2025, if I'm not mistaken. So by the 5th of February, they're supposed to send their recommendation. If they feel that duty is warranted, they will send up their recommendation to the Ministry of Finance. If they feel it is not warranted, they shall turn down our application. If they feel it is warranted and it goes to the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Finance has another 3 months in which to take a final call. So that would push it till the 5th of May. And since the government has done this on the 4th of December, I would say they have given us till the 4th of June, by which time a decision one way or the other is expected from the DGTR and from the ministry.
Sure, Mr. Kheruka, this is Harsh also joining in. So, sir, explain to us, what does this do to your volumes? How does this aid your volume numbers going forward? And therefore, your top line, how does it evolve?
See, the volume numbers is this, that now that our prices today are much lower than the provisional prices at which duty is supposed to be charged. We must keep in mind that there are thousands of containers on the water or in the ports, which need to be cleared by the importers. And all that clearance will be at the price, including duty, all right, which was much higher than the price at which we are currently exporting, at which we are currently supplying. So obviously there will be a price correction in the domestic market, but nowhere near the full extent of the duty. And we shall continue to behave with responsibility in terms of our pricing. And we will see as time develops and we see what's going on, then we'll take our call accordingly. I must say here, I must express my appreciation to the government. They have been understanding our problem. We have gone to various ministries. All of them have carefully given ear to whatever we have had to say. They have always given us time when we have sought time from them. They've had a proactive approach. I'm pleased to say that the signal is very strong, that they are strong on Make in India. They are strong on having the complete ecosystem available in India for domestic production. And all of these factors definitely give us a reason to feel confident about expansion and about the Make in India program. And I would say that our track has always been a track record of reinvestment. So as soon as we had the anti-dumping duty, which was installed in August 2017, we were already in production with double the production in June 2019, within less than 24 months of the duty coming in place. And soon after that, we further doubled our production. So we continue to reinvest our profits in growth, in expansion, and that has been our track record. I'm not allowed to make forward-facing statements unless it has been cleared by the board of directors and we've informed it to SEBI. So I'm sorry I cannot share any kind of detail about any plans, but I can speak about the past, and I've just done that.
Got it. Mr. Kheruka, assuming that this is how it stays, I just have one question. What does this mean for numbers, sir? Let's say for FY25, because for Q4 you might have these benefits. So business as usual or something more? And what does it mean? Take your overall guidance to, if at all.
So the answer is that we have a nominal capacity of 1,000 tons, and we've been drawing about 970 tons already. This will give us a reason to try and push production, but that we can only push that within reason, within limits. To the extent that the price might rise, the selling price, of course, our top line will rise according to that. I think that's a very common sense answer I'm giving. I don't think I'm disclosing any secrets there.
Perfect. No problem. Well, all the best for the business, Mr. Kheruka. Thanks so much for speaking to us.
Thank you so much.